Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about something that affects all of us healthy eating habits. Eating well isn't just about staying in shape, it's about feeling good, having energy, and taking care of your body. This goes beyond just counting calories or cutting out certain foods. It's about making smart, sustainable choices that fit your lifestyle.
Absolutely, Jennifer. People often think healthy eating means restricting themselves or giving up their favorite foods, but it's more about finding balance. It's about incorporating a wide variety of foods into your diet to ensure you're getting all the nutrients you need. Whether you're trying to improve your mental focus, boost your physical health, or just feel better overall, the way you eat plays a huge role.
Right. And I think one of the biggest challenges people face is figuring out what healthy actually means. There's so much conflicting information out there. 1 minute carbs are bad, the next minute they're essential. It can be confusing to know where to start.
Exactly. And that's why today we want to break things down for you. We're going to discuss some foundational principles of healthy eating that can apply to just about anyone. Whether you're vegan, vegetarian, or someone who loves a good steak, there's something here for everyone. Let's start with the most talked about meal, breakfast. We've all heard the phrase breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but do you know why that's said so often?
It's because breakfast literally breaks the fast. After a night of sleep, your body hasn't had any fuel for hours. Eating a balanced breakfast kickstarts your metabolism and gives you the energy you need to start the day right. It also sets the tone for your eating habits for the rest of the day.
Exactly. And skipping breakfast can leave you feeling sluggish, more irritable, and even lead to overeating later in the day. But here's the thing: what you eat for breakfast matters just as much as whether or not you eat it.
Right? A donut or sugary cereal might taste great, but it won't give you lasting energy. Instead, focus on meals that are rich in protein, fiber, and healthy fats. For example, eggs with avocado on whole grain toast, or a smoothie with spinach, almond butter, and oats. These foods help you stay full longer and keep your blood sugar stable.
Yes, and for those who say they don't have time in the morning, there are plenty of quick options. You can meal prep overnight oats or grab a handful of nuts and fruit if you're really in a rush. The key is to avoid skipping it altogether.
And don't forget, breakfast doesn't have to be traditional. Some people enjoy leftovers from dinner for breakfast, and that's totally fine. As long as it's balanced, it works. Now that we've covered breakfast, let's talk about the importance of balanced meals throughout the day. Each meal should ideally provide a mix of macronutrients, proteins, carbs, and fats. This helps keep your energy levels steady and ensures you're getting the nutrients you need.
Exactly, Jennifer. And while the idea of a balanced meal might seem complicated, it doesn't have to be. Think of your plate as being divided into sections. Half should be fruits and vegetables, a quarter should be protein, and the last quarter should be whole grains or healthy carbs.
That's such a great visual. For example, for lunch, you could have a quinoa salad with some grilled chicken or tofu, and a side of roasted vegetables. You're getting a good balance of protein, fiber, and carbs, which will keep you energized and focused for the rest of the day.
And the beauty of a balanced meal is that it doesn't have to be fancy or time-consuming. You can prepare something simple like a stir-fry or a sandwich with whole grain bread, lean protein, and veggies, and you've got yourself a balanced meal.
Yes, and one thing to keep in mind is portion control. It's easy to overeat, especially with today's large portion sizes at restaurants. Listening to your hunger cues and stopping when you're satisfied, not stuffed, is key.
Absolutely. It's not just what you eat, but how much you eat that matters. Eating until you're 80% full instead of 100% can help you maintain a healthy weight and avoid that post-meal sluggish feeling. Let's move on to snacking. Snacking often gets a bad reputation, but it can actually be a great way to keep your energy levels up between meals if done right.
Exactly. The key is choosing snacks that provide lasting energy, not just a quick sugar spike. Think of snacks as mini meals. They should still include a balance of protein, fiber, and healthy fats.
For example, instead of reaching for chips or candy, opt for something like a handful of nuts, yogurt with berries, or a piece of fruit with some peanut butter. These types of snacks will keep you full longer and help prevent overeating at your next meal.
Right? And if you're craving something crunchy, try roasted chickpeas or whole grain crackers with hummus. It's all about making smart swaps that don't feel like you're depriving yourself.
And for those who have a sweet tooth, there are healthier options too. You can have a small piece of dark chocolate or make a smoothie with frozen fruits and a dash of honey. You satisfy the craving without going overboard on sugar.
Absolutely. The goal with snacking is to avoid processed, sugary foods that give you a temporary boost but leave you crashing soon after. With a little planning, you can have snacks that are both satisfying and nutritious. Now, let's talk about something we all know is important but often overlook: hydration. Drinking enough water throughout the day is essential for good health, yet many of us don't do it.
That's true, Jennifer. Staying hydrated helps with digestion, energy levels, and even your skin. But a lot of people only drink water when they feel thirsty, which means they're probably already dehydrated by that point.
Exactly. A good habit to develop is to drink water consistently throughout the day. Aim for around 8 glasses, but more if you're physically active or it's hot outside.
And if you're someone who finds water boring, there are ways to make it more appealing. You can infuse it with fruits like lemon, cucumber, or berries to add a little flavor without adding calories or sugar.
Herbal teas are also a great option. They can hydrate you and offer a nice change from plain water. Just be mindful of sugary drinks like sodas or energy drinks. They can actually dehydrate you because of their sugar and caffeine content.
That's a good point. And hydration isn't just about what you drink. Eating water-rich foods like fruits and vegetables can also help. Foods like cucumbers, watermelon, and oranges can contribute to your daily water intake.
Absolutely. Staying hydrated is a simple yet effective way to support overall health.
A big part of eating healthy is understanding what you're actually putting into your body. Food labels can be really helpful for that, but they're not always easy to read.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't take the time to check food labels because they either don't understand them or they just assume that if it's in the store, it must be okay. But labels can tell you a lot about the quality of the food you're eating.
Definitely. For instance, when you're looking at a food label, pay attention to the serving size first. The nutritional information is based on one serving, and sometimes the package contains more than one.
Right. So, if you're not careful, you could be eating 2 or 3 servings without realizing it. And then the calories, sugar, and fats are much higher than what you initially thought.
Exactly. Also, take a look at the ingredients list. Ingredients are listed in order of quantity from most to least. If sugar is one of the first 3 ingredients, it's a good sign that the product might not be the healthiest choice.
And when you see words like natural, low-fat, or organic, don't assume it means the food is healthy. You still need to check the label to see what's really in it.
That's a great point. And one more thing, watch out for hidden sugars. There are over 50 different names for sugar that companies use to mask how much they've added. Words like sucrose, high fructose corn syrup, and agave nectar are all forms of sugar.
Now, let's talk about a challenge many people face eating out while trying to stick to healthy eating habits. It can be tough, especially with all the tempting options at restaurants.
Definitely, but it's not impossible to eat healthy when dining out. The key is to be mindful of portion sizes and ingredients. Many restaurant portions are much larger than what you'd eat at home, so consider splitting a dish with a friend or asking for a to-go box when you're halfway through your meal.
Yes, and it helps to look at the menu ahead of time if you can. That way, you can plan your meal and avoid making impulsive decisions when you're hungry. Look for dishes that are grilled, baked, or steamed instead of fried.
Another tip is to ask for dressings and sauces on the side. They can often be high in calories, sugar, or unhealthy fats. By having them on the side, you can control how much you use.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to customize your order. Most restaurants are willing to accommodate requests like swapping fries for a side salad or asking for a dish to be cooked with less oil or butter.
And if you're at a social event, like a party or a work lunch, it can be harder to stick to healthy choices. But try to focus on portion control and balance out indulgent meals with healthier options throughout the day.
It's all about balance, like we said earlier. You don't have to be perfect, but making small, mindful choices when eating out can go a long way.
You've probably heard the term superfoods thrown around a lot. But what are they exactly, and do they really live up to the hype?
Superfoods are foods that are especially nutrient-dense. They're packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that can boost your health. Some common examples are blueberries, spinach, chia seeds, and salmon.
Right. These foods can be great additions to your diet because they offer a lot of nutritional value in just small amounts. But it's important to remember that no single food is going to magically make you healthy. It's about the overall quality of your diet.
Exactly. Superfoods are beneficial, but they work best when they're part of a balanced diet. You can't just eat a handful of berries and think you're all set for the day. You still need to focus on variety.
That's a great point. And another thing to keep in mind is that superfoods can be a bit pricey, but you don't need to break the bank to eat well. There are plenty of affordable, nutrient-rich foods like beans, eggs, and sweet potatoes that offer similar benefits.
Yes, and seasonal foods are often cheaper and fresher. You can build your meals around what's in season to make healthy eating more affordable and enjoyable.
Absolutely. Superfoods are a great way to boost your nutrition, but they're not a replacement for an overall healthy eating plan.
Let's face it, cravings are something we all deal with. Whether it's for chocolate, chips, or ice cream, cravings can make it hard to stick to healthy eating habits.
Oh, absolutely. And the key isn't to eliminate cravings altogether, but to manage them in a way that doesn't derail your progress. One thing that helps is identifying why you're having the craving in the first place. Are you really hungry, or are you just bored or stressed?
That's so true. Sometimes cravings have nothing to do with hunger. They can be triggered by emotions, habits, or even dehydration. Drinking a glass of water can sometimes help reduce cravings.
And when a craving hits, don't ignore it completely. That can often make it worse. Instead, try finding healthier alternatives. If you're craving something sweet, have a piece of fruit or a small piece of dark chocolate instead of a candy bar.
Yes, and sometimes allowing yourself to enjoy a small portion of the food you're craving can prevent overindulging later on. The goal is to satisfy the craving without going overboard.
Exactly. It's all about moderation. And if you do give in to a craving, don't beat yourself up. One indulgence doesn't undo all of your healthy choices. Just get back on track with your next meal.
Absolutely. Learning how to manage cravings in a healthy way is key to staying consistent with your eating habits.
Now, let's talk about meal planning. This is a strategy that can really help you stay on track with healthy eating, especially if you have a busy schedule.
Yes, meal planning allows you to take control of your diet by preparing meals ahead of time, so you're less likely to reach for unhealthy options when you're tired or short on time.
Exactly. You can set aside a couple of hours each week to plan and prep meals for the days ahead. That way, you always have something healthy on hand and you don't have to think about what to cook after a long day at work.
It also helps with portion control. When you plan and prepare your meals in advance, you can decide the right portion sizes, so you're not tempted to overeat.
Another benefit is that it saves money. When you plan your meals, you can create a grocery list and buy only what you need, which reduces food waste and keeps you from spending on takeout.
And meal planning doesn't have to be boring. You can try new recipes or make different variations of your favorite meals to keep things interesting.
Absolutely. Meal planning is a great way to stay organized, save time, and make healthier choices without feeling overwhelmed.
One aspect of healthy living that's often overlooked is hydration. Drinking enough water throughout the day is crucial for overall health, yet many people don't realize how much it can affect their energy levels and mood.
Absolutely. Water is essential for so many functions in the body, regulating temperature, keeping joints lubricated, and even aiding digestion. A lot of people walk around mildly dehydrated without even knowing it. That's a great tip. Another thing to keep in mind is that everyone's water needs are different. A good rule of thumb is to drink 8 glasses a day, but if you're active or live in a hot climate, you might need more.
Exactly. And while water is the best choice, other fluids like herbal teas or water-rich fruits and vegetables, like cucumbers and watermelon, can help you stay hydrated too.
Just be cautious with sugary drinks and sodas, as they can dehydrate you instead. A lot of people don't realize that sugary beverages can make them feel thirstier in the long run.
Right? And hydration isn't just important for physical health, it also plays a role in cognitive function. Staying hydrated can help you stay focused and keep your energy up throughout the day. Have you ever heard of mindful eating, Thomas? It's a practice that can really transform the way you approach food.
Oh, absolutely. Mindful eating is all about being fully present during meals, paying attention to the taste, texture, and smell of the food, and recognizing hunger and fullness cues.
Right. In our busy lives, we often eat while distracted, whether we're watching TV, working, or even scrolling through our phones. Mindful eating encourages us to slow down and appreciate the food we're eating.
And it's amazing how much of a difference it can make. When you're mindful of each bite, you're more likely to stop when you're full rather than overeating just because there's still food on your plate.
Exactly. It's about tuning into your body's signals and enjoying the experience of eating. It can also help with digestion since you're eating more slowly and chewing your food thoroughly.
Plus, when you're more mindful, you tend to make healthier choices because you're more aware of how different foods make you feel.
That's a great point. Mindful eating isn't just about the food, it's about creating a healthier relationship with food and with your body.
Food trends seem to come and go so quickly these days. From keto to intermittent fasting, it can be hard to know which trends are worth trying.
That's so true. The key is to approach food trends with a critical eye. Just because something is popular doesn't mean it's the right choice for you or that it's scientifically sound.
Exactly. Take the keto diet, for example. While it works for some people, it's not sustainable for everyone. It's important to do your research and maybe even consult a healthcare professional before jumping on the bandwagon.
Another trend I've seen a lot of is plant-based eating. It's great that more people are becoming aware of the environmental and health benefits of eating less meat, but it's still important to make sure you're getting all the nutrients your body needs.
Right, and that goes for any diet trend, whether it's cutting out carbs, sugar, or dairy. Balance is key, and any extreme diet can come with its own set of challenges.
Absolutely. It's important to listen to your body and find an eating pattern that works for you in the long term, not just something that's trendy at the moment.
That's solid advice. At the end of the day, it's about creating a sustainable lifestyle, not following every new trend that pops up.